keep time here. We hosted the first version of this meeting in Nairobi. The one question that I would have loved to get from Mak'Ouma is what is the end game? What did you expect at the end of the conference? And then we can say we attained the goal. Because I have seen many things happen. I've seen people show up and display what they have been doing.
With products delivered fast.
It's okay. So I've seen people display what they've been doing in terms of their innovations. They've talked about their abilities to work with AI. Some have apps that they are presenting. And then others have talked about the work that they do in universities and high schools. It's a combination of many things that are brought together by AI. But at the end of it, I think the last panel was talking about partnerships, where we come together and we say, okay, where do we go from here? I want to give you an analogy. I went to visit one of my students who was working in South Sudan. And there are two scenarios that I want to share that I hope can explain partnerships. There was one where the usual NGOs would go to a community, and the community has a gatekeeper, and the gatekeeper says, what are you looking for? They say, oh, we want people who are interested in boreholes and all these things. And the gatekeeper has a clipboard, and they sign up and they say, okay, we know the organization that sent you wants some names of people that you've served. And they sign, they're given whatever they're given, and they move away. That's scenario one. Scenario two was, where is father? There was a Catholic priest who's lived there 30 years. And he wanted to start a school. And because the people had been used to these handouts from these other organizations, he said, no. Each one of you has a bull that you have to sell so that you contribute to this school. Because it is not my school. It is your school. If you all contribute, then I'll top up so that we finish the school. Which project do you think lasted? The second one. There's a skin in the game. So when you talk about partnerships, what is it that you're putting in? What is the sweat equity you're bringing to this? A lot of times, and we've refused to do this at USIU. Someone shows up and says, oh, let's partner. And we say, what are you bringing? What is it that we cannot do that you help us do? What is it that you cannot do alone that by partnering with us, we can do it together? Unless you have that relationship, you end up having these Cinderella opportunities where someone looks good, it's a KPI for 1 year, nothing happens, and then you leave. Number two, what is it going to do for our students? We like to, I meet Mak'Ouma and he says, oh, I have this idea. Let's meet and talk about how we can partner. How will it help my students? Because that is the business we are in, to produce the next AI people, the next teachers, the next this. Unless it is going to help, then it will just become a good thing. Thirdly, how do we set targets that we can measure? Many partnerships are 5 years. By year 3, nothing has happened. By year 4 is when you realize, oh, time is up now, what can we do quickly so that we can renew? You should set shorter periods, so they say, in year 1 we'll have achieved this, and if you don't, then we rethink if it is a valuable partnership. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And just before I move to the next bit, you mentioned now Professor, yes, for this session, Professor Mak'Ouma. I just want you here. Please come join us in this panel. And I wanted to answer one key question.
Very clear. He's a professor of note.
Okay.
Okay, we'll bestow it upon you.
And the reason why I'm inviting Dr. Mak'Ouma to this part of the discussion, because we are looking at commitments that need to be made. We've heard from Professor Mwenda, it needs to be measurable. While you are convening all these heads, some came this morning, some came yesterday, some were here a week ago, just for this conference from across the country. What was bringing in your mind? What are you expecting at the end of this conference? And do you think partnerships will work? Or you only want something from USIU? I don't know if you'll be committing to host us next year in Kenya, or any other interest that you'll be pursuing.
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, I look at your faces, every person, and it takes me back, like way back, like 40 years ago. Okay? Yes. So, there was no way Mak'Ouma would appear in any conference. There's no way I would be invited to any conference. There was no way I was going to be speaking at a conference, leave alone attending my own conference. Now, Prof here hosted us. And at the end of that conference, you know, I tell people that I think I went through a lot when I was young, that I hardly had any tears coming out of my eyes. By that moment, after that conference, it became emotional. And I think on my way back, I decided it was time to finish my book. I had started writing a book like 10 years prior, but I had no tangible thing to put that into that book so that I could be able to publish it. But I think after the conference we did in USIU, I think I had something. The book is out, you can check it, it's available on Amazon. Now, I'm trying not to be emotional.
Please, don't clap in a way.
I'm trying not to be emotional because it's not easy to bring 10 people who are smarter than you into a room. But I think I'm looking over 100 people who are smarter than me in this room. Sitting next to me is a professor. This is the professor. So I'm looking for something bigger than just us sitting here talking like anyone else talking and then going back home. I have been in education not as a teacher, but I've been teaching since 2000. Who asked whether I was born by that time? Now get this. Since 2003, I have been off and on in class. Tried other things, but mostly I still find myself teaching. And I'm really passionate about passing this knowledge to the people. I've had good discussion with many people in this room over what needs to be done. And I think the next session will be read by Joanne, and we're going to look at the recommendation that we have after these deliberations. It's not going to come from me, but it's going to come from what we've had since we started yesterday morning until now. Prof, I want us to have not just partnership for 5 years. Like what you said, is that what we bring on board that we could not do, what we could not do, and what do we bring on board that we cannot do without you. That's very critical. And I think the answer, after what has been done since yesterday morning, will be very clear on how we can partner with the USIU and any other institution and any other person in this room to create a tangible outcome that will help us move to the next level in the future conferences.
Thank you, Dr. Mak'Ouma. And I know I'm getting to the tail end of this. I don't know if this video is ready. We just press play?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope it's the one he wanted.
Think as it is educational. They say some things can't be taught, they have to be experienced. And here at USIU Africa, we believe in that. From day one, you're diving headfirst into learning with the brightest minds in Africa, all within a world-class environment that's as exciting as it is educational. Every class is designed with learners in mind to ensure you get maximum attention and constructive feedback to ace every lecture. Plus, with dual accredited degree programs, your education doesn't just open doors, it opens the world. Whether you're aiming to be the next journalist to watch, establishing the next startup in this Africa Silicon Savannah, or cracking the code for the next pharmaceutical breakthrough, we've got your back. Or maybe you envision yourself as the next award-winning film director, or mastering the culinary arts. Maybe solving crime is your passion. Or how about designing artificial intelligence protocol for the next step in human evolution? Whatever your passion, we'll give you the tools and support to make it happen. Love flexibility? So do we. Experience the best of both worlds with our in-person and online classes designed to fit your life while keeping your education top-notch. We're prepping you for a future where hybrid workspaces are the new normal. Our library is the real deal. The perfect spot to grab a good book, dive into research, or get your study game on before exams. Need a break? Check out our state-of-the-art student center, a one-stop shop for functional fitness where you can get into shape in our well-equipped gym, or break a sweat in our cardio room, take a taekwondo class, or just cool off in the pool. We've got it all. And trust us, our vibrant student activities mean there's never a dull moment. Plus, you can step out in the best trip while you're at it. But the best part, it's the people. We welcome you with open arms no matter who you are or where you come from. As a community, we invest in each other, allow everyone to express themselves fully, and with over 60 nationalities on campus, you build friendships and connections that last a lifetime. We're thrilled to be a part of your journey, and we can't wait to see where it takes you.
USIU Africa. Yeah, I'm here at USIU Africa.
Ndio na USIU Africa.
Sina Kwamkela USIU Africa.
Akiyikabo si USIU Africa.
Ready to start? Join the USIU Africa experience today. Let's make this journey unforgettable.
Yes. Pigeni tu makofi kazi Misia anasema. Lakini hapo tumesikia sauti zote, lakini kuna moja tujasikia. Maka tuambie sahihi kwa lugha anaelewa.
Karibuni USIU Africa.
We went through our partnerships and 70% of them are not active. So we have to just cancel them. Because we don't want to have just junk in the system. We just want things that are working. And then as you partner, the biggest challenge is relationship building. Today, I can tell you, a lot of us say, oh, I think I'm partnering with someone at home. Have you developed a relationship? I think there's a dimension about trust. Have you developed a relationship that says, I can always count on this person? Because, you show up there, like some of you who are at an late age, and you think, oh, I've spent 40 years in Nairobi, now I'll go to Sharks when I'm retiring. Who do you have relationships with there that will keep you going? It's the same with partnerships. Build relationships, come visit, spend time, but if you just go straight into work, nobody will take you seriously. They'll say, oh, you're coming in, then you leave, and we'll do whatever you want after you've left. So please build a relationship. It takes time, but it pays at the end.
Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for Prof and Prof Mak'Ouma. Tunasimama tupigwe picha.